In this video we have another indefinite integral to evaluate. This one should be pretty straightforward and quick. See if you can tackle this, and I'll be right back. As always, before you start trying to solve a problem like this, an indefinite integral, look at the integral and see if there's something you can do to simplify it. In other problems we've done, we had some rational expressions. We did some long division because the degree of the numerator was larger than the denominator, and that kind of simplified it. In some cases you've got radicals. Sometimes it's a product of radical expressions. You might want to go ahead and just multiply them out and then work it out as power expressions, so you can just use the general power rule. Now in this particular case we have sine of x plus cosine of x quantity squared. That's your integrand. So I'm not even going to look at a substitution here. I'm just going to go ahead and just square this out. That's a plus b squared. Okay, got the first term, second term. So simply square the first term. Again, it's like a plus b quantity squared. That's a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So this then will give me plus twice the product of these two here. So sine x, cosine x. Square the first one, twice the product of the two terms, sine and cosine, plus second term squared. So we get this. And then you look to simplify. Here we're dealing with trigonometry, so we look at trig identities here, trig functions here. So we got sine squared x plus cosine squared x. That's one of your basic identities. Fundamental identities. Sine squared of an angle plus cosine squared of the same angle is always 1. So the sum of those two gives me 1. So put a 1 there. Plus. And then we have 2 sine x, cosine x. Can we simplify this a little bit more? Well, there's an identity that tells me that anytime I have 2 sine x times cosine of x, so in other words, 2 times sine of an angle times cosine of the same angle, that's always going to equal to the sine at 2 times the angle. So sine of 2x. That's one of your, again, identities. It's not one of the fundamental ones, but it's an identity you should have seen in trig. Now we have this. And that was pretty straightforward. This is equal to, integration now is with respect to x, so 1, antiderivative of 1 with respect to x. This gives me x. And then the antiderivative, or the integral of sine, is minus cosine. Got minus cosine of the angle, so in this case it's 2x. And then you should realize here, now had this just been a plain x, then the answer would be x minus cosine of x plus c. But it's 2x, so if we use this u substitution, u would be 2x, and that would introduce a factor of 1/2. This were 3, factor of 3, so it'd be 1/3. So this is just going to be a 1/2 here in front, plus your constant of integration. So we got x minus 1/2 cosine of 2x plus c. And that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.